Hi there, I'm Jemma Lane and I am a full service independent sex worker in Australia. There's a misconception that our clients are all these old, really old, ugly fat guys that have no chance of picking up a woman in real life, and that could not be further from the truth. There are many tradies and men of all ages, all demographics, all backgrounds, all work choices, and all marital kind of relationship statuses come and will engage the services of an SW. Unlike how a lot of men are portrayed, there's so many men that want a mutually enjoyable experience. They do desire some physical intimacy and emotional intimacy, and it's also a casual encounter generally. So I honestly think guys that are willing to pay for a casual encounter are a lot more ethical than guys that don't want to pay money for an ethical encounter and will perhaps manipulate someone at a nightclub or online or something like that into pretending they perhaps want a relationship with someone, when in fact all they want is a casual encounter. There's nothing inherently wrong with wanting casual encounters, that's fine. And if both or all parties involved are on board with having that casual encounter, then go for it. Totally. No. There is a very big misconception which is slowly starting to change, that adult workers, especially women who work in the adult industry, don't have morals, values, don't have self-worth, and don't care about themselves, and that could not be further from the truth. We all care about ourselves. Our safety is our primary concern. Many of us may have found our way into the adult industry through necessity. That's what I did age 36, though I'd thought about it on and off for many years, even in my early 20s, when I thought I would not be attractive enough to be an adult worker, and that was my main fear back then. And even when I started doing adult work, I was worried if I'm actually going to be good enough to be able to perform well enough to be successful in the industry. And 9 years later, and yes, I am successful enough. And screening clients, yes, we screen clients to try and select which ones are going to treat us respectfully and safely, and that we seem like we're going to have a good time with, and that the services we offer align with the services they're seeking. So once we are confident in that, usually the main next fear is if they're going to actually turn up. And it was a little bit like an ultimate blind date in the beginning, that I didn't know when I opened the door who was going to be behind that door. And it's still the same in a way, but I am just much more confident that whoever is behind that door, I'm most likely going to have a good time with. And yes, I do sleep with guys that are in relationships, either married or long-term relationships. A majority of my services now are in call, where the client comes to me. So there's really no way for me to know if they did or did not have a relationship with someone while they're seeing me. And while I didn't love the idea when I first started of sleeping with someone who's married or in a relationship, relationships are complex, and I can't make decisions for other people and what they do with their lives and their relationships. I, however, am offering a service-based business, and I need to choose clientele based on how they treat me and how respectful they are to me. So if they're treating me respectfully, I am quite happy to see them. And usually a lot of these guys are somewhat happily married. Some are very happily married and there's just no intimacy for various reasons. Some are not happily married, but they don't want to leave the relationship for whatever reason. And some, I guess, have not had any intimacy at all in relationships for a long time, and while maybe it would be a smarter or healthier choice for them to leave that relationship and find a new relationship, That's not my decision to make. Sometimes we may have a discussion towards the end about their life and their relationships and, the complexities, but ultimately, yeah, you can't make a choice for someone else. And seeing an SW is a much better option than having an emotional affair with someone, which will then end up causing a lot more heartache and problems within relationships if that develops to a certain point. So if your partner is going to cheat to a degree, it's much better they're seen in SW.